put your bag it up. I thought my card with a sweet one bliss. Someone flicks me a bag it up. Say, oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah. It's a full strong, yeah. Oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Green Diamond Boxing, hosted by iBoxingHub. My name's Aiysha and my guest today is professional super middleweight boxer, Mr. Oli Edwards. Hi Oli, how are you?
Hey, how are you? Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Before we get started, I just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, D-Rock. If you haven't been on their website, please check out their website. You can use promo code iBoxingHub24 and get 40% discount on all their clothing. So thank you so much for joining, Oli, and thanks for giving up some of your time for us today. Wanted to start off by just talking about your family life, how things was growing up. Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I've got three brothers. I've got three brothers and two sisters.
Okay, how was it growing up in the Edwards household then?
Do you know what? So my dad was a bit of a naughty geezer. He was getting with women left, right, and centre. So he got with one woman, and then that obviously had my sister, and then got with another woman who had my two brothers, and then another woman who had me. So
Okay.
I've got two little brothers. One older sister. This is my mixed race side. So I've got two mixed race brothers, one mixed race sister, and then I got my mum's side. I got white brother and a white sister.
Wow. Okay. How's your relationship with your siblings? Is it quite close? You guys get on really well?
Me, do you know what? I'm not with my older sister, mixed race sister. I don't really see her that much because she travelled the world and she was living in New Zealand for a bit.
Oh, wow.
And she also lives in Newcastle now. With my little brothers, mixed race little brothers, we were close and we wasn't close. So when we were younger, we didn't really see each other as much. But now I've got older, I'm giving more time to see them. But with my white brother and white sister, I obviously live with them. So yeah, I'm very, very close to them.
Oh,
my big white sister, she's like, I really looked up to her because she always used to look after me. Because when I was younger, I was like a wimp. I used to get bullied, so she used to look after me and have my back.
Wow. Just want to say big up to Tony Ellis. Thank you for joining, and Chris BNG. Thank you as well for joining the call today. So you mentioned about the fact that you were bullied growing up, and you said in a previous interview that was to do with your race, being mixed race. So what was that like growing up, being mixed race? Did you feel a belonging to both communities or to neither community? How was that?
So in Kent, when school I went to, there wasn't a lot of black people there or mixed race people there. So it was a lot of white people, and there was a gang. I won't name the gang, but there was a gang, and they didn't like certain colours, and I used to get beaten up all the time, and I was scared to even go to school. It got to a point where I was scared to even go to school. So I said to my dad, I was like, Dad, you need to teach me how to, because he was a fighter back in the day. He was a kickboxing champion. So I was like, Dad, you need to teach me. I need looking after. I need to look after myself because everyone's just like looking down on me and beating me up and stuff like that. I was a right wimp. So yeah, he took me to a boxing gym, and I wanted to just go for self-defense, really, just to look after myself. And then I went down there. I think second day I got punched straight in the nose, proper nosebleed. I cried and ran out of the gym. I thought, I'm not coming back. Anyways, I watched a few Rocky films. A week later, I come back to the boxing gym.
Like, got you pumped up, did it?
Yeah, I was pumped up. I was like, right, let's go. So I went back in. I was like, no, I'm gonna stick at it. And then I stuck at it and got really good and not looked back.
Nice. How old were you when you started boxing then?
Started boxing. How old was I? 16. Yeah, 16.
16.
Yeah, 16.
Oh.
And I was in and out of boxing. Like sometimes I liked it, sometimes I didn't. And then in the end, I just stuck at it. I've done kickboxing and I've done amateur boxing, and then went pro.
So why did you pick boxing over kickboxing then? Because your dad was doing kickboxing, wasn't he? So what was it about boxing that you liked over the kickboxing?
Do you know what? With kickboxing, it's not no one knows about it. Obviously, you got the MMA fighting.
Mm.
People know of it now because UFC is big now, but
Yeah.
back in the day, it weren't really that big. So with kickboxing, it wasn't big. Like you could, I don't know, I know world champion kickboxers, right? And no one in the world would actually know them. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Only
yeah.
maybe in Thailand or somewhere like that. And I thought you don't really get recognised. And with boxing, I wanted to get recognised and get a name for myself and get good. You know what I'm saying? So I was watching all the boxing, like Hagglers and Hearns, all that, and I thought, yeah, I want to be like that. Mike Tyson, I want to be like that. I want to be on TV and the big lights. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. And when did you decide then that you wanted to make a career out of it? Because obviously it was just for self-defense at first, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was for self-defense. So, do you know what it is? When I done the kickboxing, people started recognising that, oh, look, there's like Oli Edwards, he's a kickboxer. And people started noticing me and respecting me. And I thought, wow, I'm enjoying this. I like, because I'm so used to people looking down on me and bullying me. When people started looking up to me, I weren't a bully. Do you know what I mean? I would never bully people or scare people. I always respect people and look out for people. So when people respected me, I was like, wow, like this is amazing. And don't know, when I had my first kickboxing fight, the buzz when they shouted my name, Oli Edwards, and everyone roaring and cheering. I thought, you know what, you can't beat that feeling. That feeling is amazing. And obviously, I haven't lost yet, touch wood. So obviously, when you get that win, it's just amazing. The feeling is amazing. I haven't got lost, so I don't know what that feels. Don't know what that feels like yet.
Yeah.
But the win is just, I don't know. It's just you can't beat that feeling. Nothing can beat it.
Wow. And did you go to like attend any of your dad's fights then? Did you do that as you were growing up?
I went to one kickboxing fight. I begged my mum. I was like, Mum, please let me watch Dad fight. Please let me watch him fight. And she's like, oh, go in there. And we watched him fight, and he knocked the geezer out, I think, in the second round.
Wow.
And everyone just jumped up and cheered. I was thinking, right, this is what it's about. This is sick. I love it. I want this kind of vibe. I want people cheering and stuff like this. It just motivated me, and then he was my idol, so I looked up to him. Yeah,
no, absolutely. So you're currently 9-0, hoping to be 10-0, hopefully on the 1st of March, which is your next fight.
Yeah, yep.
But it hasn't always been smooth sailing up to now. You've spoken in previous interviews as well about you almost leaving boxing at one point, being quite a heavy drinker at one point, falling into depression. What started that kind of downward spiral for you? Do you know what the point was where that started?
What started it? I don't know really. You know what? The thing with Instagram and stuff like that, you question your life and where you're going because you compare yourself to other people, and you're just like, oh, where am I going in life? And I don't know. Sometimes you can go in this bubble where you feel like, because you're watching that person do, not like, I'm not a jealous person, but you're watching that person do so well and stuff like this, and you're just comparing yourself and thinking, why am I not at that stage, and what am I doing with my life? And say if boxing goes downhill, what am I going to do after that? And I don't know, you overthink everything, and you think, oh, am I good enough for boxing? Or if boxing finished, what could I do? I don't know. I was an overthinker, and obviously, what was I going to say? My mum and dad, they're alcoholics. So that got me down as well because with boxing, I want to change their life. Do you know what I mean? That was my goal, to buy them a house, to look after them so they'd never have to worry and everything like that. Every time when I see my dad and mum hit the bottle, it really, 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 really brought me down. And what I've noticed is with us, with my family, because I went to go see someone about your mindset. What's it? Is it? No, it's like a sports performance something. It's about your mentality. I went to go see someone about that, and they said I have an addictive personality. So then that clicked. That's so obviously when I have a drink, if I have a drink, there's non-stop it. I'm just gonna drink, and then if I hang around with the wrong people and I'm drinking, then I just go downhill. So I just got myself with the wrong people. I was partying. I wasn't taking things seriously, and I was just I was sabotaging myself, you know. And you don't really see that when it's happening to you. You don't see it. Other people do, and they tell you, "Oh, Oli, come on, man, stick at the boxing. You're talented. Do this, do that. You don't see it though. You just, I don't know. You're in a bubble and you can't get out of that bubble. I can't even explain to you what depression is like, because obviously I tried taking my life with because it got that bad. I tried hanging myself. But yeah, you go into a bubble and you just don't know how to get out of it. And the only way you can get out of it is surround yourself with positive people and do your positive affirmations. Your affirmations are so important. Yeah. Affirmations, your meditation. But yeah, I was really big on I was drinking a lot, partying a lot, and I just thought, you know what, I don't even know what I'm doing in my life at the moment. I just got in that bubble. But, it's not nice.
So do you not drink anymore now? Do you have to not touch it at all, or do you?
Listen, if I said I didn't drink, I'd lie, right? So if I'm in camp, right, I won't drink. I won't touch drink. I won't touch junk food. I'm on it, yeah. But I mean, after camp, I'll have a little drink just to celebrate. And this is how I look at it. You gotta, after all the training, after all the hard work, you gotta give yourself achievement. Like you gotta earn it. Do you know what I mean? You gotta earn it. So I think, I'm gonna treat myself and have go out with the mates after that. And then after that, when I get a fight date, boys, I'm in camp. See you later. I'm not going. Boom. Back on it again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. So you were at one point flown out to Portugal by Dillian Whyte to fight out there, and you've said a few times how amazing that was. I think you were there for like 6 months.
Yeah, do you know what? I was only meant to be there for, I think it was 2 weeks. No, 3, maybe 2 or 3 weeks to do a little bit of sparring with him, because I was with my old manager and my old coach Ruben Tabares and Pete Maciano, great people. I was with them before I met Bobby and Conor. Anyways, we was in the gym in Essex, and we were training, and obviously Dillian was sparring in Essex. I forgot what the gym was called. He was sparring, and one of his sparring partners injured himself, I think. I can't really remember. But anyways, they asked me to jump in. They was like, "What's your weight?" I was like, I'm super middleweight. They're like, "Yeah, you're fine, jump in." I sparred Dill and done well against him. And then he said to my manager, Ruben, he was like, I want Oli to come out to Portugal to do training, be my sparring, be a part of the sparring team, because he had a few sparring partners out there. Because his fight was with Alex Povetkin. He's quite short and stocky, and that's my style. And so they flew me out there. It was just before COVID, just when COVID was kicking off. It was crazy. Wow. And I remember getting on the plane, right? And there was I was at the airport. There was I was thinking, am I even going to get on this plane? Because you could see on the plane, on the bit where your flights and all that.
On the board,
Yeah, on the boarding. You see them getting cancelled. I was thinking, I'm not even going to make it to Portugal. Anyways, made it on the plane. The plane was dead. It was crazy. COVID time was crazy. But yeah, Dillian flew me out there, so I was training with him out there, and obviously then all flights got cancelled because of COVID and stuff like that. Got stuck out there for 6 months. I mean, I wasn't complaining.
No, I wouldn't either. I mean, that's amazing. Wow. Yeah. What was it like sparring with a heavyweight then?
It was good, because Dillian wouldn't take the mick. Do you know what I mean? He wouldn't take the piss. But I mean, you got to have your hands up. If you didn't have your hands up, you're gonna get whacked. Yeah. It was scary because there was one point when we was there. I think a few of the boys wanted to go home, and I thought, there's no point in me going, because I lost my place. I lost my place in London because I was there for so long. I couldn't pay the rent, so my place got taken away from me. So I thought, there's no point in me going home. I might as well just stay in Portugal and just learn the trade and learn the boxing. So I was loving it. It was every boxer's dream just to be out there and train with like a heavyweight. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways, everyone went back, and I was like, I'm just going to stay here. He's like, all right, cool. And then he messaged me one day. He's like, Oli, we're going to do 12 rounds. I've never done 12 rounds in my life when I was being boxing. Never done 12 rounds in my life. He's like, we're going to do 12 rounds. I was like, all right, cool. Done 12 rounds with him. Oh my God, it was the hardest thing ever, but it was good, and it was a good experience. It was wicked. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds so amazing. Do you know what's happening with him now? Like, have you heard anything from him?
I don't know. I've messaged him the other day, and he's well. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with him, but yeah, right. He's all good.
But he's all good. Perfect. So like in terms of this like mental health and stuff, I know a lot of boxers have said that they've gone through mental health issues in the past. Is there anything out there in terms of the boxing associations or anyone, any kind of organization that supports boxers with their mental health? And if there's not, then do you think it should be available? Like, who should make that available to boxers?
I don't think there is, and a lot of boxers do suffer with mental health. Like we all think we're big hard men, yeah, and we hide it. We don't really want to show it. Do you know what I mean? But a lot of us boxers do suffer with mental health because we deal with. It sounds crazy, when you're cutting weight and stuff like this, and you're missing out on stuff that gets to the boxer's head, and it really does. And when they compare their career to other boxers' career, it really does get to your head. I don't think there is a mental health thing for boxers, but there should be, definitely 100%, because that's why a lot of boxers retire, because it messes with their mental health. It's tough.
Yeah. Where do you think it should come from then? Who should be the ones to provide that support?
Do you know what? I don't even know, I really don't.
Yeah.
If I do, it'd be amazing, but I really don't know.
Yeah, but it should be available.
Need to look into it, really.
No, definitely. What would your message be to anyone who's currently feeling like that, who's feeling a bit depressed, feeling low?
My message is,
like any kind of support that you could just.
Do you know what I used to do? I still do it. I come off Instagram for a month. I wouldn't say they have to come off Instagram for a month, but maybe not be on their phone as much, because I tell you what, Instagram compares your life. You compare your life. It sounds stupid, but just when you compare your life to other people, and you see people doing this and this, you're thinking, where am I at in this stage of my life? And it really does put you down. So I'd say maybe come off socials maybe for a week or two. Surround yourself with positive people. Talk to people. Don't hide it. Go through your daily walks in the morning. Listen to podcasts, affirmations. Try not to listen to too much crazy music in the morning. Like, what I try and do is I'll walk the dog. Say if I'm going for a coffee, I'll walk the dog, go get a coffee, and I listen to a 20-minute podcast just to put some positivity in my head instead of listening to music straight away.
Yeah, definitely. What do you listen to? What podcast?
I'm listening to Mindset Mentor at the moment. I listen to him. He's amazing. And I do, because I've got a sauna in my gym bit, so I have like a 12-minute meditation sauna.
Nice.
I mean, it's hard to do the meditation. I'll tell you what, it's hard meditating, because I try and meditate, right, and I start falling asleep. you got to really focus, but at least I'm giving it a go.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's really, really important to do those things. What about like faith? Do you have a faith? Do you follow anything in particular, or does that not really feature in your life?
What do you mean? Follow? What
like
do you mean?
A faith, like a religion, or a faith in a higher being, or
Christian.
Yeah. Do you like go to church and stuff? Are you quite into it?
Well, I used to go to church, but I haven't been going to church as much. I should start going back there, to be fair with you.
Yeah, cool. So I've seen things on your Instagram, like you work really hard. So it's not just your boxing and your training. I've seen you doing like deliveries at like random hours of the day. Do you still do that? What's your working day like?
Do you know what? I've been in and out of jobs like all my life, because when I was doing the kickboxing, I really wanted to make a career out of it with my boxing and stuff like that. So I was going to jobs, and I was looking at the time, and I was watching the time go round and round, just thinking, when is my shift going to end? And I kept coming home to mum and going, I don't want to work anymore. So I quit that job. I must have quit about 12 to 15 jobs. But I was trying to find jobs so I can still do my boxing. But I do work for my uncle and sponsor, Stone Security, and he gives me like easy night work which helps me out. But now I've managed to get 3 sponsors, and I think that we're going to get one more sponsor on board, and that's going to allow me to train full time. I'm working at the weekend doing mobile patrols. Checking stats, but I don't do the bread delivery no more. No.
Okay, cool. Because I was watching that, I was like, man, that sounds mad.
I tell you what, that was a killer, that absolute killer.
Because what was your day like then when you were doing that? You were like delivering at like
Yeah,
3 o'clock in the morning.
I was still training, you know, because even on sparring days, Connor goes to me, he go, Ollie, you had any sleep? I was like, no, don't worry about it. I'll just have an espresso and I'll be sweet. And he'd be like, how the hell did you do it? I'll be absolutely knackered. And then
Yeah.
I'd have to train, come back, have a nap, and then go back to work. I thought, I can't keep doing this. Because
No.
sleep's important. If any boxers watching this or like top athletes, sleep's important. You need your sleep.
Yeah, 100%. And just want to get back into that last comment from Chris saying that he trains 3 to 4 times a week to help him with his mental health. So yeah, working out, exercising is obviously really important.
That's amazing. Also, exercising. I forgot to mention that. Obviously, with the box, I'm always training here. So exercising is that's your doctor. I'm telling you, exercising and going for your walks and stuff like that, getting your 10K steps in.
Yeah,
that is your doctor.
Yeah, 100%. I read somewhere that your parents got back together after 20 years. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, that probably on my Instagram. Yeah.
Tell me about that. How did that make you feel?
You know what's mad, right? So they split up for obviously 20. They split up for 20 years, right? And I think it was my 5th professional fight. After I won my 5th professional fight, we used to always come back to my caravan and we'd have a chili con carne, because that obviously when you were cutting weight and all that, you couldn't eat certain things, and that's all I craved is the chili con carne with garlic bread. So we'd all be at my caravan, and then I'd have all my family there after the fight. And my mum and dad, they were sat outside the lodge bit, because there was like a little river, like a little pond bit near there. So we sit outside. It's really nice. And they were like looking at each other. I was thinking, something ain't right. What's going on here? Because I wasn't used to them being together, obviously. Like being that young age, I didn't really take it in.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, what's going on here? And I spoke to Mum when Dad left. I went, Mum, was you and Dad having a little bit of a flirt? And she was like, yeah, I think I love him again. I was like, right.
Wow.
And then they just connected again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was mad.
That must have been amazing.
Yeah, it was. It was amazing. It was. First of all, it was really weird for me, because I was like, what is going on? But then I thought, actually, that's special.
Yeah, no, definitely. Not many people can say that happens for them.
Yeah.
So that's really special. And then obviously in May 23, there was a tragedy in your family and your father passed away. So I've seen some videos of you both on Instagram, and it looked like you were really close and you had like a really beautiful relationship. Did you guys used to play pranks on each other as well?
Yeah. Yeah. We used to, like, when you get the kitchen towels, and we used to like whip each other and stuff like that. We used to terrorize each other all the time. I used to have these horns. I'd be hiding around the corner, boom. I used to scare the life out of them.
Yeah, you had some like videos on Instagram. Just a shout out to Paloma's Music. Thank you so much, because I was not well last week. So he's saying, nice to see you back, Aiysha, and big up Oli. So thank you so much. So Oli, can you tell me about a funny memory or a prank that you played on your dad that you remember?
What was the what was it? I think it was, right, basically, so there was a wooden chair, and he was stingy with his chairs, and this chair was kind of broken. I was thinking, right, okay, I put the chair down, so if he sits on it, that's going bang, that's going blam. And he was giving it to me, and he gets so like mouthy and gobby. I was like, all right, cool. And he was like, give me my chair. I was like, go on then, have your chair. As he went to sit down, boom, he just done a back roly-poly. It was funny. You had to be there to see it, because like, he's a big geezer. So just seeing him flop, it was just so funny.
Did he find it funny, or did he get annoyed?
He found it funny, but he kicked off at the same time. And he was my SNC coach back in the day. So he punished me in the training sessions. Like, I think at one point I was puking up, and he's like, "Oh, poor you, son, poor you. You won't do that again, will you?"
Wow, so he was hard on you then.
Yeah, he was. He was hard.
Whoa. So what kind of exercises did he get you doing then?
He used to give me everything. Like, so I used to have to wear snorkel, and I'd do kettlebell swings in the back garden. It's horrible. Horrible.
Wow.
Horrible.
Yeah, that sounds tough. So your last fight was with a guy called Victor Edaga?
Yeah, Delgado. Yeah.
I watched it back and I thought that just looks like a very frustrating fight for you. How was it when you were in there? Were you getting frustrated? Because you looked really chilled. You didn't look like he was getting to you, but the guy like, keep hugging your legs. I was like, what is going on?
I'm glad you thought I looked chill because honestly, there was one point even Bobby was like, "Oli, calm down." I growled at him. I growled at him because he kept hugging me, and I was like, "Listen, fight me. Just let's have a scrap." Because as you know, I like having a scrap.
Yeah, of course.
And he kept hugging me, kept grabbing my legs. And I was thinking, I've never known anything like. Don't get me wrong, journeymen, they're there to survive, but oh my god, that was survival mode. He kept, honestly, I couldn't believe it. And it was just annoying because obviously I couldn't showcase my skills. And I'm an aggressive fighter. I come forward and fight.
Yeah.
So when he was just grabbing me and just jumping down, and I was, this is terrible. It just got me angry. But
I mean, it didn't come through. Like your frustration did not come through onto the camera at all. But obviously, when you were there, you must have been getting frustrated because I would have been. I was just hugging you the whole time. It was annoying. Has your next opponent been announced then? The one you're fighting on? Do you know who that is?
I think Bobby and Conor know who it is.
But that's your poster that Trey's put up there. Thank you, Trey, for that. Do you still have tickets available, by the way?
Yeah, still got tickets available.
How do people get hold of tickets if they want to?
Just contact me. Either I can leave tickets at the gym, or if they contact me, I'll put the tickets in the envelope and I'll leave them on the door for them at York Hall. But they just transfer me over the money to my bank account, and then the tickets will be on the door for them. Or I can leave them at the gym.
And we've got your Instagram up there, so thank you, Trey, for putting that up at Mr. Oliver Edwards. So get hold of Oli Edwards on Instagram for any tickets if you want to go on the 1st of March, and I think it's at York Hall.
Yeah, it's at York Hall.
Yeah,
it's good. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, I'm hoping to come. Actually, I'm hoping to come. I'm trying to get hold of your promoter, Neilson.
Mark Neilson.
Yeah. Because I want to see if I can get media pass to come. So, need to know how to do that. If you could.
Yeah, sure. I'll speak to
you. That would be great. Mark Neilson. Thank you, Trey, for that. So. Your strengths as a fighter, tell us about that. For people that haven't seen you fight before, they want to come see you on the 1st of March. What's your strengths as a fighter?
I'm like a mixed race Mexican. I come forward. I come forward. So I'm like, I mix it up. I'm aggressive. But obviously, when I know when I got to box, I box. When I know when I got to attack and be aggressive, I'll do that. I mix it up. But obviously, with my physique and style, it's come forward. It's like Chavez, Cotto. Who else is it? Hagler. It's like that kind of stuff. Right? It'd be good. Exciting, should I say? Yeah,
no, absolutely. And I've obviously interviewed everyone else from the Brixton gym as well. So they always talk about like Bobby and Conor and how good they are, and they have attention to detail and they've got so much passion for boxing. Amazing. How do you think that they bring the best out of you as a fighter?
Honestly, you know what, Bobby and Conor, you remember when I was saying to you, sometimes I'd have the days where I just don't want to train and feel low and all that. They were messaging me, they're like, Oli, I don't care, get to the gym. Even if you do 20 minutes, 30 minutes, get to the gym now. All right, cool, I'll get to the gym. They're just, I don't know, they're passionate about their fighters. It's because obviously boxing is a money business, isn't it? It's a business, right? But they're passionate about it. They care about you, and I feel like when you're in this sport, you need the people that care about you around you, because it can get a bit too much for you, And they're always there for you. I'm improving every single day, so I'm looking forward to the future.
No, amazing. So quickly wanted to ask you about Conor Benn, because I think you said that you've trained with him in the past, and was it in the Matchroom gym?
Yeah, Matchroom gym. I used to go down there for just a little bit of sparring with I sparred John Ryder, Conor Benn,
nice.
Felix Cash. Done little bits of sparring with them because I used to do a little bit of training with Kevin Mitchell as well. But I don't do that. Obviously, don't do that anymore. But me and Conor, we get on well.
Yeah, that's really nice. There's a lot, obviously, Conor's gone through over the last, couple of years, or year and a half. What do you think about the whole thing? Like, do you think that he's being treated unfairly? Do you think that it's right how things are happening, or?
Yeah, I do. Because obviously, like I say again about mental health, it's not nice. Obviously, when you get trolls and everyone coming at you like this and that. Obviously, I don't know what happened with the test. You just never know, do you? You never know. You honestly don't know what's happened. So, but with everyone giving all the abuse and stuff like that and trolls and that, there's no need for it. There's no need for it because you're battling. Like obviously, they don't know what he's battling. But on the outside, do you know what I mean?
No, absolutely. And I'm a fan of Conor Benn as well. I think he's, a great fighter. I think he's a lovely person as well. Met him at the Matchroom gym as well. I think his wife's lovely too. So, hope that he can get back fighting in the UK soon.
Yeah.
So quickly, just last question. AJ Ngannou, what's your thoughts? What's your predictions?
Well, you know what? Because obviously Ngannou take down Fury not long ago. I don't know, but then AJ's looking a bit crisp again. Like he was losing.
What do you mean again? He's always looking crisp, man.
No, I'll be real with you. He lost his spite. He did lose it a bit. He did. Don't know. There's something happened. I think it was the knockdown with Ruiz. He just lost that spite a bit, but it's come back again. So I reckon AJ's going to beat him 100%. It won't go the distance. No, it won't go
knockout.
Yeah, knockout. What do you think?
I think AJ's definitely going to win 100%, and I'm hoping he's going to knock out Ngannou. This is what, I'm hoping, and hopefully I'll be there in Riyadh. So let's see how things go. Hopefully, fingers crossed, man. But just a huge thank you, Oli. Thank you so much for your time. I'll let you go so you can go for your walk. And anyone who wants to see Oli fighting 1st of March, please contact him on Instagram. Get your tickets, support him. And we look forward to seeing your journey and following you through.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, everyone. Take care. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
It's another band. All the Muslim cars now, with your bag it up. I thought my card with a sweet one, please. Someone flicks me up back by the